interesting, very interesting. I mean, I'm a big fan of the ritual in in cocktails. I think that's the only thing, or that's the first thing that consumers see at the bar, and it needs to be, of course, easy executable by the bar staff. So if I get it right, there's like two worlds coming together with Avallen. So there's the old, let's say, old mindset of Calvados straight drinker, almost as a cognac. Of course, it's not a cognac.
Yeah, digestive after dinner.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's a little bit like I like to make comparison with Filiberto. It's always with this blurring and blurification about brands. It's almost like there's this old way of calling it. It could be like bitters, for example. They've been.
Yeah.
We're both Italians with Filiberto, and we know it was the only occasion was a digestive, and it was like an old bottle in the back of the bar of a restaurant that would probably leave you the bottle on the table and walk away and drink as much as you want. It's fine, and it's cheap.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's the new generation, so to say, that is the mixer. So you don't treat it as a Calvados.
Yeah.
You treat it as a apple-based spirit, which is sustainable and which is the perfect refreshment for your mixer, as much as you want to have it, for tonic or whatever, ginger ale, or you name it. So this brings me to another question, like a stream of consciousness. There's a lot of these hard, we mentioned, I think Filiberto mentioned before, the hard seltzers, and the no-low, the no alcohol, low alcohol, ciders. When I think of apples, I think of ciders. What is the sweet spot of Avallen in these, changes in the market?
It's a great question. And, if you talk to anyone at Diageo, I think about 50% of their brands in their Distill Ventures portfolio is a no. So no seems to be where it's at from an investment perspective. Low is where it's at from a consumption moment. However, I think the bigger movement is actually, this word mindfulness, because mindfulness is about understanding what's in your glass. It's about drinking less, but better. It's about understanding provenance, production, authenticity, ingredients, craftsmanship, and all the rest. We can be mindful in everything that we eat, everything that we drink, everything that we buy. So if I take that even as a bigger stance in sustainability, because sustainability seems quite focused on environment and planet, right? And it's maybe not talking so much about the human aspect of employment and all the rest. So if we go to this big arch, which is mindful drinking, and it makes me think of my good friend Camille Vidal, who's got La Maison Wellness, and she does more no and low, but she's done some work for Avallen because she said, actually, this makes sense to me. I want to bring mindful drinking to consumers, which is about making them care about what's inside their glass in a more mindful way. So if I look at it that way, I don't see that we are in a bad position versus no and low. I think we are a purposeful, mindful brand, which is natural and delicious. Hopefully, we'll be okay.
Thank you.